Alrighty, so the patch is out, and we have a new final boss. I'm really glad that final boss Escanor is gone, but yeah, we're going to hop into this really quick. We're going to do two different ways. I think we're going to try out the solo Assault Mode Meliodas team that Seaton did. I mean, it's not really a team, it's just Assault Mode Meliodas, but I think that could be kind of interesting. And then we're going to go over, because there are interesting team comps in the top position right now. I think this guy actually just took top spot, because just a second ago it was this guy. But they're using Green Deanne, which is really interesting. I'm definitely not using Green Deanne, but I may try and level up Gerard, because she could be kind of an interesting unit. And the only reason that she's interesting in general is because she can cancel stances at level 2. And that's pretty much the biggest deal with this sort of final boss, is that they all have a stance, and you can get easy points from stance cards, or like stance removal, and everybody just runs Derriere for like big damage and stuff like that to kind of boost points. So we're going to test out the first one, which is just Assault Mode Meliodas, because apparently Seaton is saying that you can just auto this fight with just him, and I think that is very interesting. So we're going to try that out. We have attack food on to kind of help out with a little bit of damage, and we're just going to throw it on and see how it goes. Obviously, I don't know how long this is going to take, but we may end up just skipping through to the end on this to see, how efficiently it worked. I'll kind of keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how Melly handles the situation. Obviously, he's going to go second, so he's going to be able to, he's going to have to survive the first turn. But from my understanding, this final boss is super, super easy compared. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because they'll be giving him stacks either way, and I'm assuming he's going to be able to do some pretty big damage, depending on how much damage they do to him. He's probably going to get, yeah, he's already at 4 stacks first turn. So I'm assuming he's just going to AoE. Maybe? I don't know how the AI really determines what card to use. Okay, he uses a level 1 AoE instead. Okay, so a little bit of bounce back on that. Nothing too crazy. It really doesn't make any sense why it would have used the level 1, but okay, I guess. Alright, so he's already at full stacks. Patiencing attacks because of it. He went for the Amplify card, so that did a really nice chunk to him, even with his defense stance on. Okay, Griamore using his ultimate, so that lowered our attack stats a bit, which is a little weird. He's probably going to ult this turn and do some pretty big damage here, because it's going to give him extra buffs. I don't know, I'm wondering if this is going to kill him. I kind of doubt it, but okay, so it does not kill, but it kills Griamore off. It does really good damage to Gil. So we've got 2 ults coming in. It's kind of insane that he can hold his own so well, because of like the fact that he just builds up stacks and it builds up his stats. It's kind of cool. So Gil's dead. This is actually going pretty quickly too. Like, I mean, he's handling it like a champ. So unless he one-shots with this Amplify, which he could, he doesn't. Yeah, he's going to get hit by the stance, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. We're going to draw our ultimate next turn as well, so we might go into the second phase with that. He has buffs on. Oh, he didn't. So he's going to waste the ult right here. That's a little annoying to see. I really don't want him to use the ult. I almost intervened, but it is what it is. I'll let him do his thing. He knows what he's doing. Okay, and then going into the second phase. This is honestly the biggest disappointment about this final boss, is that there's no cool final boss outfits for these characters. Like, that would have been really cool. Like, I understand that it's 3 characters, but I don't know. And it just gives them sort of outfits that they already have in the game. I kind of wish it would have did the thing that it does with the like the Taizu. I can't remember who all the characters are for it. It's Taizu and I think it's Waylo and Twigo was the final boss that we got before this. That was like the triple team. They actually had their own outfits and everything like that, which I thought was super cool. But yeah, for this one, they just really didn't do anything special, which you didn't even get the costumes from that previous, like from the final boss Taizu and stuff like that. Like you couldn't actually get their outfits, which was a little bit disappointing. But I don't know, this one just seems kind of lazy, obviously. But I'm really impressed with the melee. He's doing his thing here. So our ultimate buffs ran out here. This isn't going to do a whole lot because they don't have any buffs on. But we've already got our ultimate back. He hits us, or well, his ultimate during this turn is actually just an increase in defense and stuff like that. So he's going to be a little bit tankier. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Boom. Damn, we still killed him with his ultimate. So this, if this is the red Hauser, it should take away ultimate gauge, I think. Yeah, and it's going to de-rank my cards. Not the biggest deal in the world, because he's probably going to use the Amplify card here, which he does, which should cap this fight off. That was honestly pretty impressive. You could just let this thing run like over and over again, and you should be able to get your rewards pretty easily. Obviously, some of you may not have summoned for Assault Mode Meliodas, but you know, there's several teams I'm sure that can end up doing this very efficiently, very fast. I'm sure you could use the one Escanor and it would be just fine. So other than that, let me switch my team around and everything like that, and I'll try to set up an actual team for this, and we'll see how many points we can get. So give me just a second. Okay, so I've got the team set up. I obviously don't have Gerard very powered up, like she's not super awakened or anything. She's not even level 80, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the only reason they use her in general is to remove stances. So we're gonna try that out and see how it goes. I don't know exactly what the best strategy is here. I'm assuming it's just to sort of build up Derriere's ultimate and her passive, and sort of just ult whatever you get it, so that way you can get as many points from big damage as possible. And then you're going to want to try to remove stances with Gerard. I would imagine. I don't think there's really anything more to that. I don't think they actually disable health cards or healing cards or whatever. No, I've got auto on. All right, that's fine. That's whatever. At least it used the Derry card. Okay, game crashed too, so that's always good. Okay, so we're back. Luckily, it actually put us before we use our cards. So I think we're going to throw out a Derriere card. We might as well throw this out. Honestly, I think it was going to do a fine first turn on its own, really. Nothing too crazy there. I feel like they die pretty quickly. We maybe shouldn't have thrown out that attack card. We did get another one, though, so that was kind of lucky. Because they're going to put up 2 stances here, and we should be able to remove them if we up skill up on Gerard. So let's go ahead and try that. Skill up her, use this, and then I think we'll hit Griamore. Why not? So let's see how many points this gives. Cancel stance, 25. And then it gives us 40 per stance canceled. So that's actually pretty interesting. Ooh, we're getting a lot of these heal cards, and they're going to clog up our hand. I'm not really sure who... Damn, and we don't have any... Ooh, do I really want to do that, though? I kind of want to keep these... I think we use both of these and then the buff, so that way we don't get hit by any stances. I'm not like it's a really big issue. Okay, and then we can remove stances here. I don't know how long their stances last, but we should be able to do a pretty decent... stance removal here if they all still have their stances on. Alright, well, he's gonna have 2 on. Alright, so they've got ultimates and stuff like that, so this might be an issue. Let me go ahead and try to take out Griamore, I think. I don't know that he's really the biggest threat, but this is gonna take out 2 stances, give us some extra points. Nice, and then hit Griamore. Unfortunately, it did not kill him. Got Gerard's ultimate. I don't even know what her ult does. Cancels buffs and stances on 1 enemy. Okay. Oh, wait, is it only 1 enemy? Yeah, it is only 1 enemy. That's a little disappointing, but it's fine, honestly. Derriere's taking a beating here. That lightning card just absolutely does nothing. I think we're gonna ult on him save this ultimate, and then I think we'll just use both of these cards. I'm not crazy about that merge because I would like to be able to keep her buffs going as long as possible, and if I end up screwing up here, if I don't draw a dairy card and then I use that one, which we're fine, but you know, it's always kind of a weird move. Okay, so I'm not worried about his stance as much as Hauser's, so let me get rid of Hauser's stance. I think we will throw out the pumpkin bombs maybe, and then I guess we'll just go for the kill on Hauser. Why did I hit? Oh, he taunts. I'm dumb. I'm super dumb. Alright, so this is gonna backlash on him. It doesn't really do a whole lot regardless, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. Give me some dairy cards, please. No dairy cards. Okay, so it's starting to get a little scary. Not my favorite play here. I think we're going to just do maximize card draw here. So that way we can try to keep Dairy's buffs going. Because we're doing pretty good with Dairy. Oh no! Why, dude? This is what I hate about Final Boss, especially when using Dairy. It just absolutely is so annoying. So that really sucks. We're gonna try to finish this one out, see what my score is, and then we may end up just going ahead and using, or I'll do another one and I'll kind of skip forward and we'll see what kind of score I can get if I can keep my buffs the whole time. So still didn't kill there. All of my dairy buffs go away. That's very, very annoying. Okay, still doing fine, I guess. Let's do. We might as well use the dairy card first to ensure that we actually get the buff out of it. And then we'll throw these pumpkin bombs out because we don't really need the pumpkin bombs for anything. I don't know if it's giving us points for dissolve. I haven't really been paying attention for that, but we're doing good. We're not doing bad. I don't know. Obviously that dairy like fail kind of sucked, but it's all RNG anyway, and that's honestly the biggest thing that I don't like about Final Boss is that RNG is what keeps you from doing good. It's not skills, it's just all, you know, luck, which is very dumb in my opinion. Okay, so it got rid of her ultimate going straight in, which is kind of interesting. We did get a dairy card, which is nice, I guess. What does this do now that we can use it? Heals allies and fills ultimate move gauge or by 1. I mean, we might as well use it, I guess, because I don't really have any stances to take off. Okay, they still take pretty good damage. Okay, everybody got ultimate Gorb. Okay, now it's giving us dairy buffs. We might not be in a terrible position, but it still would have been really nice to have those dairy buffs for extra damage and extra points and stuff. Okay, so I don't think they're going to put up any stances or anything like that super crazy right now. So let's do pumpkin bombs. And then maybe we get rid of Hauser because he's going to try to take off our ultimate. I know this is kind of a weird play and I may end up screwing myself just like I did last time, but sometimes you just got to go for it. So that kills Hauser, which is kind of nice. Griamore's going to put up his ultimate, which I think is a stance, maybe? No, I think it's just buffs, so it's nothing too crazy. But he is going to put up a stance this turn, which is kind of nice. So I think we're just going to do this, maximize card draw. This will give us 2 stance removal cards from Garage. Nice. Okay. So give me some dairy cards. We definitely have an ult. I think we might just go for the ult here. Oh, they removed ultimate. Why? Who removed ultimate? Was it Griamore? Or was it... increases ultimate gauge at the start of the match. No, I think it's... I think it is Griamore that takes off our ultimate here. So let's do this. And then... I guess we'll just do that. I don't know. So remove stance, hit him, heal a tiny bit back. Unfortunately, we did not draw any dairy cards. That is super annoying, man. Which I don't guess it's really mattered. Well, we could have maybe pulled one right there, but I'm just getting really terrible draw. Obviously, the people who have like really high scores right now, like 4,700 or whatever it was, they probably got super lucky with like pulling dairy cards like every single turn, blah blah blah, etc. Because that's just kind of how running dairy during final boss goes. Still didn't get any dairy cards, but yeah, I'm interested to see what our score is going to be for this one. We obviously didn't get an ult off in this second phase, which kind of sucks, but we have been able to take off a pretty decent amount of stance cards, which has been kind of nice. Let's go for, I think we're going to go for a double rank up here and then hit Gil and try to take him out. Obviously, we don't have any stacks on, so it's probably not going to do a whole lot, but it is what it is. Oh, I forget that he taunts. It's a blue taunt, actually. That's why it's throwing me off. Okay, so he actually doesn't taunt. Really getting that attack up, are you, Gil? Let's do ult removal, I guess. And then I don't think we're going to need these anymore, so we're just going to throw those out to maybe do a little bit of damage. Because we really just need to pull dairy cards to finish this fight off at this point. Because we've been going for a little longer than need be. Okay, so we're getting Garad's ult here, which isn't really going to do anything for us, but nice job, Gil. You're finally doing damage with it. All right, you didn't do it with that one, but you tried your best. Let's do an upgrade again. Do the dairy card, and then we'll do Garad's ult. I don't think she's really going to do a whole lot of damage, but it is what it is. Boom. And then okay. All right, give me the dairy attack card, please. Thank you. Now we should be able to finish this up, I think. Maybe not. He has a pretty decent amount of HP. I think we're going to go for the heal here. Well, maybe not. I think we go for the level 3 card. And then just try to buff up and take him down. And boom. No. Not quite. And then he's going to probably lifesteal a little bit back. Oh, he lifesteal, or he just gains a lot of HP back at the beginning of the turn. We do have Dairy's ult here, which is kind of nice. We may be able to get a decent little chunk of damage off. This has been kind of annoying right here at the end to try to actually get good points. Assault Melee worked a lot better than this. Just saying. Let's heal first to try to get maximum points for like HP remaining and stuff like that, if that's a factor. So that's kind of nice. We're all topped up. Got a little bit of an extra buff right there. And then ult. Boom. 1.1 million damage. I'm not expecting a whole lot here. Maybe, I don't know what the like normal range for it is yet, but okay, so we didn't even break we didn't even get close to 2,000 points. So that's a little weird. Let me see what that puts us at as far as like actual like score like percentage goes. And then I'll try to do a match where I actually have a decent run. So that, surprisingly, that put us in the top 50%. But I'm going to mess with it a little bit more. We're going to do a couple of extra runs. I'm going to do them off camera. And then I'll come back once I've actually got a decent run going. So yeah, be right back. Okay, so we're on our next, this is literally the next run after the one that I just stopped recording on. And I'm pretty sure if I end up using this, I'll get evasion so I don't end up taking an ultimate orb gauge away. So I think we're going to, I don't think this purifies, does it? No, it doesn't. So we're going to use this, and then we may end up just using this really quick just to be safe, because I don't want to, like, I know he has a stance on, but I don't want to kill him because I want to hit him with the ult to get a little bit of extra damage in. In the first phase, we were able to get 2 ultimates off with Dairy, so there is that. Looks like we're going to be good here. So let me, I kind of want to go for more stacks, but at the same time, I don't think it's necessary. So we're just going to do this play right here, try to get as much health as we can back. Obviously, we're pretty much full already. And let's see how much damage we can do. 2.6 mil, so that's pretty good. We've already got, that's the third ult for the game. I took off quite a few stances with the Garrod card. Let's see, so we did almost 3k, so we still didn't do the best you've ever seen, but honestly, like, I'm not too worried about it beyond that point. I mean, if I could get 3k, I think that would be really nice. What is this going to put us at percentage wise though? Okay, so that puts us in top 15%. I'm assuming by the time this this event sort of like goes on, because it is just the first day, by the end of the 2 weeks, we're probably going to drop out of top 15. I'll kind of keep working on it and messing around with it a little bit here and there, but you can see I didn't even have to have my Garrod all that high up. Maybe there's something that I'm missing there a little bit with the strategy, but I don't know. Honestly, that's fine for now. I'll try to come back and make another video if I end up finding a way to get a lot more points than that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.